Welcome to AI Stream of History, where legends rise from the dust and the past is reborn. Beyond the rugged trails and lawless towns, history was forged in fire and gunpowder. The Wild West wasn't just a place, it was a battleground of ambition, survival, and untamed dreams. Secrets lie buried beneath the desert sun, rivalries shaped the course of time, and names refused to fade into oblivion. Here we ride back through the windswept frontiers, not just to revisit history, but to unearth the untold stories that time sought to bury. What echoes still whisper through the canyon walls, waiting to be uncovered. Number 1. Big Nose Kate, 1850-1940. Born Mary Catherine Horoni in Hungary, was one of the Wild West's most defiant women. She immigrated to the U.S. and built a life on the frontier, working as a nurse saloon girl and occasional accomplice to her companion, Doc Holliday. Known for her unwavering loyalty and fearless spirit, she became a legend in her own right. Kate lived until 1940, leaving behind a legacy as one of the most colorful and resilient women of the Old West. Number 2. William Quantrill, 1837-1865. Led a notorious Confederate guerrilla band during the American Civil War. He commanded Quantrill's Raiders, infamous for the brutal 1863 Lawrence Massacre, where nearly 200 civilians were killed. Feared and relentlessly pursued, he met his end in Kentucky in 1865 after being shot. His name became a symbol of the ruthless and controversial nature of guerrilla warfare during one of the most turbulent periods in U.S. history. Number 3. Pearl Hart, 1871, after 1928, was among the few notorious female outlaws of the American West. Raised in a middle-class Canadian family, she rejected convention to pursue a life of adventure and rebellion. Hart gained fame after robbing a stagecoach in Arizona, an unusual crime for a woman at the time. Her bold actions and defiant spirit captivated and shocked the public, cementing her legacy as the Wild West's infamous Lady Bandit. Number 4. Soapy Smith, 1860-1898. Born Jefferson Randolph Smith II, was among the most infamous con artists of late 19th century America. Known for his deceptive prize soap swindle, he built a vast criminal empire in Denver Creek and Skagway, using charm and corruption to maintain power. A true underworld kingpin, he thrived in the chaos of the frontier until his dramatic demise in a 1898 gunfight. His legacy remains a symbol of the lawless, daring spirit of the American West. Number 5. John Chisholm, 1824-1884, was one of the most influential cattle barons of the 19th century American West. He established a vast ranching empire along the Pecos River in New Mexico, shaping the region's cattle industry. A key figure in the Lincoln County War, he was closely tied to both Billy the Kid and Pat Garrett. Known for his sharp business acumen, Chisholm left an enduring legacy across the rugged Southwest, passing away in 1884. His impact on frontier history remains undeniable. Number 6. Dallas Staudenmeier, 1845-1882, was a fearless lawman and skilled gunslinger of the Wild West. A former Confederate soldier, he became the tough marshal of El Paso, Texas, enforcing order with his quick draw and unwavering grit. He gained fame for the 4 dead in 5 seconds shootout, a brutal clash that cemented his legend. His life ended in a deadly feud, but his name remains etched in frontier history. Number 7. Tom Horn, 1860-1903, was a feared yet enigmatic figure of the American West. A former Army scout, Pinkerton detective, and hired gun, he embodied the rugged lawlessness of the frontier's final days. His sharpshooting skills earned both respect and notoriety, but his 1903 execution for the controversial murder of a young boy remains debated. His legacy is steeped in mystery, marking him as one of the West's most controversial legends. Number 8. Curly Bill Brocius, c. 1845-1882, was a notorious outlaw and the unofficial leader of the Cowboys gang in Arizona during the 1880s. Infamous for his violent ways, he cemented his reputation by killing Marshal Fred White in Tombstone. As a sworn enemy of Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday, his fate was sealed in 1882 when Earp shot him in a dramatic showdown. His death became a pivotal moment in the fierce struggle between lawmen and outlaws in the Wild West. Number 9. Judge Roy Bean, 1825-1903, was one of the most eccentric figures in frontier justice. Declaring himself the law west of the Pecos, he ran his courtroom from a Texas saloon, handing down rulings that blended humor with unpredictability. Despite no formal legal training, his quirky decisions and sharp wit made him a legend. Bean's unconventional approach to law embodied the untamed spirit of the Wild West, and his legacy endured long after his death in 1903. Number 10. Lillian Smith, 1871-1930, was a gifted sharpshooter who dazzled audiences in Buffalo Bill's Wild West show. Rising to fame as a teenager, her bold style and rebellious spirit set her apart, often drawing comparisons to Annie Oakley. A true pioneer for women in frontier entertainment, she became a symbol of early female empowerment. Smith's legacy endured beyond her death in 1930, marking her as a fearless icon of the Wild West. Number 11. Clay Allison, 1840-1887, was a feared gunslinger known for his fiery temper and deadly shootouts. After serving in the Confederate Army, he embraced the outlaw life, earning notoriety for his ruthless ways, once carrying an enemy's skull as a trophy. Despite his violence, he claimed he never killed a man without cause. His life ended in 1887 in a bizarre wagon accident, sealing his reputation as one of the Wild West's most infamous figures. Number 12. Tom Blackjack Ketchum, 1863-1901, was a notorious train robber who led a gang that terrorized railroads across New Mexico and Texas. His criminal career ended after a failed heist leading to his 1901 execution, the only hanging for train robbery in New Mexico history. The gruesome mishap during his execution shocked the public, cementing Ketchum's name as one of the most chilling figures of the Wild West's outlaw era. Number 13. Elfego Baca, 1865-1945, was a fearless lawman, lawyer, and folk hero of New Mexico. He gained legendary status after surviving a grueling 33-hour shootout against 80 armed cowboys, walking away undefeated. His bravery made him a lasting symbol of frontier justice. Later, he transitioned into law and politics, earning respect as a dedicated public servant. Baca passed away in 1945, remembered for his courage, intelligence, and unwavering spirit. Number 14. Cherokee Bill, 1876-1896. Born Crawford Goldsby was one of the most feared outlaws of the late American West. Of mixed Cherokee, African, European, and Native American heritage, he reflected the complex racial tensions of the frontier. His crime spree of murders, robberies, and daring escapes made him infamous across Indian Territory. Captured at just 20 years old, he was hanged in 1896, leaving behind a legacy of violence and defiance. Number 15. Frank James, 1843-1915, was a legendary gunslinger and bank robber known as the older brother of Jesse James. After fighting for the Confederacy during the Civil War, he joined the infamous James Younger Gang, committing daring robberies across the frontier. In 1882, he surrendered but avoided prison, living out his days peacefully. He died in 1915, closing the chapter on one of America's most notorious outlaw legacies.